In the same way, let's imagine a large ship that carries all the clothes, garments, and food of the country. Thousands of crew members are working. If one person is seated at the helm and their duty is to steer, but this person neglects their duty by not steering, causing the ship to go off course, and the ship crashes into an iceberg and sinks, when the owner of the ship holds this person accountable, if the person says, "It's not my fault, I didn't do anything," if he says this, if he thinks this way, what could possibly happen from my tiny bit of negligence, my mistake? All I did was not turn the wheel. Do you think he would be right to say that? In fact, man is the captain of the ship that carries the world to the hereafter, and he is Allah's vicegerent and addressee on earth, tasked with carrying the water of life that will make the garden of this world bloom in paradise, ensuring the continuation of the garden and serving as a means to eternal life.
That is, although man's body is physically small, he has been given a very great and highly significant position. And at this point, we cannot judge by looking at the apparent smallness of a person's actions. A judgment can be made by looking at the result of that small action. For example, a man commits a crime. On the surface, he only says, "I just moved my finger, I pulled the trigger." He might say, but since punishment is given based on the outcome, it means that when a person fails to fulfill this significant duty in the universe, it causes very important consequences to remain unfulfilled. Because of this, he is threatened with a punishment as severe as hell. In other words, this is an aspect that reflects the importance of man in the universe.
Yes, so why is the punishment so great? An endless crime results in endless punishment. So, by not fulfilling or abandoning this important duty, man causes the universe to become meaningless and pointless. And the owner of the universe will demand the rights of the entire universe from him.
May Allah be pleased with you. That was a very beautiful answer. There are a couple of truly striking examples there. Just as a person investigates and learns everything very seriously in even the smallest worldly matters, in the same way, one should definitely not be indifferent to these important issues that concern eternal life. Because, as stated in the works of Risale-i Nur, the capital of life is very limited, but the necessary tasks are many. A very beautiful sentence.
As you said, a person's claim of "I didn't know, I had no idea" does not constitute an excuse for them. If the crime is serious, for example, if someone stands before the judge after pulling the trigger and killing a person, the judge will assign a punishment according to human justice. Let's say the judge sentences him to 30 years in prison, and that person says, "Well, I didn't know there was such a punishment, I had no idea." Would this excuse be valid?
Of course not.
So the crime simply goes on forever. That's why he is faced with an endless threat.
May God bless you, friends. You can listen to our lesson about the 23rd word on our page. You can also download the 23rd word to your phones and read it yourself. See you for now. May God protect you.